There will never be a moment in your life when you will say, now everything is done and I don't have anything more left to do. If such a moment was possible, then at some point in time, everybody will be able to say that I am done. But that moment never arrives. If I asked you, for example, what is the most important thing to you right now? What would you say? Something you would love to do, but you aren't getting enough time to do. And I'm sure you must have heard it all the time that I would love to do this, but I don't have the time. I'd love to do that, but I don't have the resources, and so on. The thing is, if you really want to accomplish something in your life, if you really want to build something, if you really want to be joyous on your journey, on the path you are treading, then it's absolutely essential that A, you are clear about what you want to do, and B, you make time for it. When we say things like, I would love to, but I don't have the time, I would love to, but I've got too many other commitments, and so on, that means the thing is still not top on your priority list. It's understandable if you don't have the time right now, but it's not understandable if you have been saying that for the last 10 years or more. That I would love to, but I don't have the time. What did you dream of when you were 20 years old or younger? What did you dream of when you were in your 20s and then 30s and 40s or whatever be your age right now? What did you dream of? Why did you give up on that dream? Chinta pramayam cha pralayantam upashrita. Till your last breath, there are going to be things that are still unfinished. So when things are unfinished, we cannot take that as an excuse to not do or to not pursue what gives us joy. A couple of days ago or earlier, I was speaking about balance. This is what balance is. That there are things you have to do, things that give you joy, otherwise you will be leading a very sad life. If you are going to be the sacrificial lamb, you are going to one day end up either very resentful or very sad, both of which are avoidable completely. I got reminded of this little story. This seeker goes to a guru, goes to a master, and says, I so really want to meditate. I so want to experience that divine state, that constant state of bliss, but I just don't have the time. And there is always something that I need to do. Now, what do I do? Can you help me? Usually it's very hard to help such people because they're not even doing what they're supposed to do. If you're not even working on what you ought to be working on, then how can anybody help you? So if such a person had come to me, I would have said, look, I can't help you because you're not even working towards it. Only actions bring results. I would have said, thank you very much, your 3 minutes are over. Don't waste my time. I love you. Please, I'll see you some other time. But this master was very kind. He wasn't like me. He's very kind and gentle. He said, listen, there is an esoteric ritual. If you are able to perform that, then I think I can help you. Then you will be able to meditate. He said, I'm game. I love these things, esoteric rituals and things like that. So tell me, what should I be doing? He said, I'd like you to get a couple of frogs and then breed them. And then when you have a few hundred of them, put them in a big pot and then cover the pot with like a net so they can still breathe. We're not going to cook those frogs, right? So, and then bring them to me. And then I will tell you the next step. He said, okay, that's going to take me a few months. That's fine. The Guru said, I've got other things I need to do meanwhile, so I'm okay. I can wait a few months. So the man goes exactly as the Guru tells him. He gets a couple of frogs and he starts to breed those frogs. From 2, they become 3, and then 4, and then 6, 8, 10, and 20, and you know. Actually, I don't think frogs will become from 2 to 3. I think they'll become more like 2 to 10 straight away. The tadpoles and stuff when they grow. So anyway, very soon, frogs are croaking all day in his little pond, and he gets a big pot and puts many frogs in them, covers the pot with a net, and then takes it to his Guru. And the frogs are already croaking in that big pot. And the Guru says, my disciple is here. I can hear frogs croaking. So he says, come on in. How it's almost been 10 months. He said, yeah, it took me that long to get these many frogs together. And it was quite a task to put them all in one vessel, he said. Because the moment I would put one would just jump out, and they would just keep on hopping here and there. He said, well, wait till you do the next step, the final step. Okay, this was the easy bit. If you can accomplish the next step, you will have the perfect stillness required in meditation. He said, what is the next step? Well, get a weighing scale. He said, get a weighing scale. He said, yeah. He said, a tipping scale. So there is 2 sides to that scale. Not these days, the ones we have, electronic ones. So he gets one of those weighing scales. He says, now you have to put equal weight, equal amount or number or whatever you want to call it. The weight should be equal weight of frogs on both sides. So you have to attain the perfect balance on this tipping scale. So on the right, on the left, and on the right, if you have 20 frogs there, that weight, I don't know, I've never weighed a frog, so let's say 2 kilograms, you need exact 2 kg on the other side as well. And the disciple goes, are you for real? Because I can already foresee many problems in accomplishing this. Well, the Guru said, you won't know till you try. So he takes some frogs, put them in one, and before he can even put them in the other, they're already jumping out. And they're already just going all over the place. Sometimes puts in the right, the left one jump out, and puts in the left, and the right ones just hop off. This keeps on going, and soon the whole room is full of frogs. And they're all croaking. They're all making loud noise. And the disciple said, I just can't do it. He said, well, the amount of work you have in your life is equal to the number of frogs you have in the vessel. It doesn't matter how well you manage, there are always going to be things that you need to do that are not easy to do. Just like these frogs, you cannot weigh them because they cannot sit still. There will never be a moment in your life when you will say, now everything is done and I don't have anything more left to do. If such a moment was possible, then at some point in time, everybody will be able to say that I am done. But that moment never arrives. So we can't really wait for things to be some other way before you start to work on things that are important or urgent in your life. These works, this unfinished business, these frogs, they will forever keep on croaking. In this, you need to know where you want to balance. You've got to know where you want to put the stop so that you can also focus on things or something that makes you happy. Please do not be a sacrificial lamb. Do not postpone your happiness. Don't postpone your joy, because we just don't know what tomorrow is going to bring to us. Today, you have the chance, you have the time, live it. Live it fully. Your responsibilities cannot be the excuse that you are not enjoying your life because you are breaking your back by working or just by taking care of your family. You've got to look after yourself. Because if you look after yourself, you will be happier. If you're happier, you will be more joyous. If that's the case, you will be more content. If you are more content, you will be stronger. If you're stronger, you make this world a better place. So charity begins at home. Ask yourself, what do I really want to do with my life? And what steps am I taking to move towards that joy? And be clear about it. Don't give up. Don't give in. Be giving, but be kind to yourself as well.